If you followed Death vs. Heard over the last few years and things around it, you might know Variety here has not said such nice things about Johnny. Most of the time, they've been on Amber's side. But now it seems Aquaman 2 is going down the drain, and they gotta say so. I said a while ago that, when Johnny won and things got better, publications like Variety or Rolling Stone is another one who says some bad things about Johnny will have no choice but to print positive news. And here we have it. Well, not positive if you're a fan of Aquaman 2, but if you're not, well, kind of positive. From January 1st, 2024, Wonka wins New Year's box office battle with 29.5 million 2023 domestic ticket sales, top 9 billion. Not sure where they get that from. I mean, the biggest movies we know of are struggling to get half a billion, so they must have added up like everything that came out ever in the year. Alright, who cares though? We know interest is low. Wonka, a musical fantasy that's been the biggest hit of the holiday season, topped the box office on New Year's Eve, closing 2023 on a sweet note. What? Not really, it's pretty much a flop. I mean, for what it is, I'm not exactly sure the ratio of profit, but it's not doing great. It's not like Barbie or Ohrenhopper, whatever that Christopher Nolan movie was. It did really good. The film, which stars Timothy Chalamet, if I'm saying that right, probably not, has a more youthful Willy Wonka, grossed 22.7 million for the weekend and projected 29.5 million for the 4-day holiday. That brings domestic gross to 140.2 million, a strong result for the 125 million production. Globally, the Warner Bros. Release is hovering around 400 million. Okay, so it's made some profit. Its production cost was lower than Aquaman 2, but alright, I got no dog in the fight. Whatever it does, it does. I like Timmy. He's great in Dune. I can't say I'm a fan of Wonka, actually, but I don't not like it. And let's take a trip down the drain with Aquaman 2. Aquaman 2 continued to fail at the box office, dragging the superhero adventure to a watery grave. The film earned 18.3 million over the weekend and 23.5 million for the 4-day period. That's good enough for a second place finish, pushing Aquaman 2 domestic haul to a less than legendary 81.8 million. Some of the pains being offset internationally, with the film's global haul standing at more than 250 million. Alright, it's something. But the film, which had a tangled production, cost more than 200 million to produce and tens of millions more to market. And what they say is, factually, that the box office and movie theaters take half of the ticket sales, so that makes it more of a struggle, which is true. They then say it ends the current DC universe, which we knew, which we're not super concerned with, and that it's going to struggle to profit, which we also knew, but I like seeing Variety say it, because nothing positive's coming out of this now. They're not even defending Amber in any way, which they usually do. Well, it's not because she was in it it's failing, it's because of this and that. They're just saying it's failing. Actually, they said flailing, but I said failing because it's easier, and I messed up like 10 times saying flail. Let's continue. Then they say this movie, Migration, is in third place just behind Aquaman 2. I can't remember hearing about that movie ever. I don't know what it is. I'm not a big movie buff. Maybe some of you know it. Maybe more of the general crowd knows it. But I can't imagine that way more people don't know Aquaman 2 more than that. Seems like Aquaman 2 is a huge name and this is just a random movie in third place. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. Then they mention the color purple, which is doing bad. But when you think about Aquaman compared to Migration and The Color Purple, which are pretty much random movies, it should be way bigger and way ahead of them. But seems like, well, I like to say it's going down the drain. They then say the overall box office from 2023 top 9 billion. Seems like a fancy way to compliment them. It's a big number, but over a whole year, it doesn't seem super impressive. It beat out 2022, but it's behind 2019, so whatever. Seems like a little shilly comment to me to kiss up to the movie industry, but that's my silly little opinion. Anyway, Aquaman 2 still in theaters, I guess. It's got a little way to go, but right now it looks like it won't even get profit. I predicted 500 million. I was wrong. It won't get that. Happy to be wrong. Look at that. No profit. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.